Welcome, people of planet Earth and all planets beyond. Thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Josh, and my family and I buy and sell things that we find at thrift stores, yard sales, flea markets, wherever we can find them, and we sell them on platforms like eBay and Depop. And these are our top 5 thrift finds this week, so let's get into it. Now this week we actually did quite a bit of thrifting, and I did a thrift trip video already and, sort of reviewed the haul. So these are items that were not found in that video. If you want to check that video out, it's up in the eye above. It was pretty cool. It took you guys to my secret sort of honey hole thrift store that very few people know about, that I have found quite a bit of dope stuff at in the past, and this time we found some pretty cool stuff too. But these are all completely different from several different other thrift stores. I did have one really sad moment this week thrifting, and it was really frustrating. I found this super dope Star Wars tee, and I was super excited. Size large, was great, in a thrift store about 45 minutes away, and I checked out, but they had a problem with their register, so the lady that was bagging it had to unbag everything, and in the process of unbagging everything and checking everything out, I guess that super dope, vintage Star Wars tee didn't make it back into my bag. So I got home and I couldn't find it anywhere. Really upset. But that would have been on this list. Probably would have been pretty high too. Unfortunately, we don't have it. I'm going back to see if they still have it Monday, but cross my fingers. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into the list. At number 5, we have this. I love these little vintage novelty tees, homegrown, dope. It's a anti-George W. Bush tee on the Allure single stitch, yep. Planting instructions. It's just a funny times. 2001, obviously right after he was elected. I got this for a few bucks. This stuff will do all right. I mean, I expect like $20 to $25 for this guy. Pretty funny. Mix politics and weed and vintage tees, and you typically do okay. Number 4 is this Willis and Geiger, I believe that's how you pronounce it, Outfitters, like shooting jacket. This is a women's shooting jacket. This is the brand to look out for, Willis and Geiger. They make some pretty high quality pieces, some high quality vintage pieces. These sell, if they're men's, they sell for like up into like the hundreds of dollars. So this women's will probably get like $75 for. We're leaving jacket season. But hunting season will come back around in the fall. If it hasn't sold by then, it should sell pretty quickly in that time period. So pretty good buy here. Got it for like $5 and we'll probably get 75 or so for it. Now next up at number 3, we have sort of a staple for us, and that is Levi's women's 505s. These are in a great size 6 regular long, so they're a little bit longer. We sell these all day long. A lot of times we sell them in bulk to buyers internationally. But these right here will probably go between the smaller size, $35 and $65. So always happy to find this stuff. Don't always find it as much anymore. It seems like a lot of people are paying attention to it. But this is sort of your classic, like women's like mom jean, slim, tapered, and high rise. So still a pretty popular pair of jeans, and you can get a decent amount of money from them. Here's a pretty cool piece, a little off the beaten path. This is a women's Miss Pioneer. Vintage, like Western jacket, like shirt jackets, like thick denim jacket. Love the design here. It's quilted right here. I mean, this is a really nice little piece. Probably from the late 70s, early 80s, something like that. Albuquerque, New Mexico, USA. But I bet we could probably get $35, $40, $50 for this, maybe more. It's really well crafted. The buttons are really cool. A lot of cool design features on this thing. Like I said, the buttons are really cool too. So probably $40 to $50 for this thing right here. Found it for $3, so pretty happy to find this, and I think we'll do pretty well with this pretty sick piece. Now before we get to number 1, we do want to invite you on Sundays at 7 p.m. We have a live stream where we open up and live dig for vintage t-shirts from these mystery rag bags that we buy from local thrift stores. We find all kinds of dope t-shirts in them. So come watch 7 p.m. on Mondays. You never know what we're going to find. We hang out, we answer questions, we talk vintage, we talk resell. So hope you guys can join us for that 7 p.m. Mondays. At number 1, we have the oldest Lee denim item I've ever found. and it's this guy right here. This little kid's denim jacket. It's Lee Westerner Sanfordized 110 JR. Normally the adult sizes are 101J, so this 110 JR. Union made USA. The Lee has no trademarks or the TM or MR, excuse me, on it. So this is prior to the 60s. It's got the patch here on the side. I mean, this is probably late 50s jacket right here. As far as I can tell, I've not been able to find a single one of these jackets anywhere on the internet, so it's probably fairly rare. It's in fantastic condition. Super cool. Love this jacket. Definitely one of the most interesting pieces. I found it at a thrift store. Wasn't really finding anything in, and I stumbled across the kids section. I saw a little itty bitty jacket, and I was like, oh, that's a cool little jacket. I saw a Lee. I assume this is probably going to be a little bit more recent. And I do occasionally pick up like kid denim jackets because they do sell eventually, but did not expect it to be as old as this guy right here. So super cool. Really excited to find this. This is one of my favorite pieces I've found so far this year. Obviously, it would be cooler if it were a full-size grown adult, but it's still super cool, and like, this is one of the reasons I get out there and do this thing, is because you find items like this so interesting. Anyways, that is the top 5. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.